Happy birthday, Daddy! It's your 80th birthday! Yay! How exciting is that? Well, several years ago, Heather and I decided we would throw you a surprise birthday party. However, the surprise was on us when COVID hit, and it's something we're still going through, and so we couldn't have a surprise party for you. So I was trying to think what would be the next best thing, and I decided maybe I could get in touch with some of your friends and family and they could give you some birthday greetings. So, I don't like to call people on the phone, I don't like to talk to people, but with Mama's help, I was able to get numbers of people that I wanted to contact, and I had a great time actually talking to a lot of your friends and, of course, our family. And everybody was so enthusiastic and wanted to share with you their thoughts and memories and just to wish you a very happy birthday. It truly warmed my heart. I am so proud to be your daughter, and whenever I tell people, oh, I'm Ryan and Ginger's daughter, I always get such an amazing response. And when reaching out to these people, I heard so many wonderful things about you, and I already knew all of them, but it just makes me so proud to be your daughter. I wanted to also tell you how much I appreciate all that you've done for me. I know so many sacrifices have been made for me, and it's something I can't even express in words how much that means to me. But I am so thankful for you. One of the things that I'm most thankful for is the relationship that you have shown to me and to Heather, our whole family. And I know a lot of people I talk to struggle with a relationship with God and thinking about Him as being a father because their experience with their own father was not good. However, that has never been a problem for me at all. You have exemplified such a wonderful model of a father, my earthly father, to reflect our Heavenly Father. And I am so thankful for that. As you will see behind me, I'm at my office at work. I purchased a hanging. It's actually of the words and music to How Great Thou Art. And the reason I picked that was because it reminds me of you. I know you've sung that song many, many times, and whenever I hear it, I think about you. Well, I hope you enjoy the videos that you're about to get to watch, and just know how much you are loved and respected and honored. And so happy birthday. I can't wait to do this again. We'll do it at 90 and again at 100, and then we'll see what technology looks like at that time to see what we can do after that. So sit back and enjoy, and just know that I love you with all my heart. Mwah!
Mr. Horton, I am a blast from your past. This is Beth Taylor. Um, Pastor Beth Taylor. I'm a priest in the Episcopal Church, and I'm talking to you from my office here in Royal Oak, Michigan. I'll probably get a Southern accent again just now talking to you and thinking about you. I am delighted to wish you a very happy birthday, and I just want to tell you how much you meant to me in my teenage years, in addition to being just a loving, encouraging, supportive father of two of my high school chums, Heather and Revere. You were just a presence in my life, and you gave me one of my first jobs as the pianist at a little church in Campty, Louisiana. And you would pick me up on Sunday mornings, and we would drive out to that little church. And who knows, maybe that's part of where I got the first inkling and seeds of what it might be like to prepare a community for worship and also to just care for them. You were so loving. But I got to tell you, aside from, getting the hymn list earlier in the week and hoping that it would have no more than two flats or two sharps, which is about as much as I could handle. I looked forward to those drives, and I don't remember really the content of our conversations all that much. But Maya Angelou once said that you might not remember what was said, but you'll always remember how a person made you feel. And you made me feel always so welcome, and you always were so kind. And I thank you for the kindness that you put into the universe. And I'd like to send you with a blessing that we say here often in our church, which is, life is short, and we don't have much time to gladden the hearts of those who walk this way with us. So be swift to be kind and make haste to love. And the blessing of God Almighty, the Creator, the Christ, and the Holy Spirit be with you this day and forever. Happy birthday, Mr. Horton. You are a gem. Peace.
Ryan, this is something very special for me. It was the year 1970, and you and your family was in Natchitoches, and you were visiting with Nettles and Glenelle and their home, and we were invited to come, and we just had a nice visit, and we're so glad to have met you. Well, then in 1974, you moved back as a native of Natchitoches to work in the church as an assistant minister. And you did a wonderful job. You met people and you did so much for them, but you were also very involved in the community. And you liked to work with Northwestern and your plays or music or different things. You would come and do it. And then you would work a wonderful thing in the church, and you would also help the community with things they needed. And you worked with the Chamber of Commerce and other different organizations to help Natchitoches stay a really good place. Well, a few years later, Laureate House became on market, and it was one of his friends. One of his relatives, I should say. So Ginger and I were sitting out on the swing, and she said, "Oh, this is part of Ryan knows about this a lot." So I went home and I told Bob that I really would like to buy it, and he was not real happy about it. But he would work with me, and I told him a lot of things that you said, Ryan, that helped him make up his mind that it was worth doing that. So one thing we decided to do was to do the night before Christmas. And so this is what was in a book that gave us a lot of information about Laureate House. And it was a Southern Living. This is Ryan. Ryan always had a smile on his face. He always had something good to say. He loved to laugh. He was always very happy. That's Ginger, his wife. And these were children from my school. And he was also talking here to the children who were waiting. And then I was here too. And I was inviting people to come in. It was a wonderful night, and it was great for the children, the people, and for the town. A lot of people came to visit, and it was a great experience for us. So then I wanted to mention a couple of other things with Laureate House. We also had other tours, and Ginger and other people were just so helpful for that, giving me a lot of ideas about what I could do. Well, then in Christmas 2006, we decided we wanted to go to Europe on a Christmas shopping spree. That was quite unusual for me, but we had so much fun with you and Ginger. It was just a lot of fun. And then when we came back, we met some friends of yours, and they were Max and Joanne. And so they came over to visit us, and we went to Fredericksburg and Lukenbach. So we got to Lukenbach, and we all wanted them to go there. And so we drove up, and we stopped the car, and he said, "Just go ahead, everybody. I'll join you in a minute." So in just a few minutes, we heard people just laughing and talking, and we thought, what's going on? So we went out of the building, and there was Willie Nelson. And there was a group from Germany that drove out on motorcycles, and they were having such a good time. You were laughing and enjoying so much. We all were. And they would say, do you know him? Have you heard him before? And we just kept saying, well, maybe. I can't remember too much about it, but his wife wouldn't say anything about it. You know, they would come ask her. Well, that was a fun thing to do. And then we decided to take another trip with them. In 2000, we went on the trip for Millennium. And so that was a very special night. And we got an invitation from the captain to join him for the big dinner that night. So I got to sit next to him, and Joanne sat next to him, and we had silly things that happened at the table. You know, she dropped her rattler, you know, for the celebration, and I happened to, my fork just went through the air when I was trying to eat, and so we had a good time, and we laughed and laughed. Everybody did. So afterwards, well, they said, you know, there's a masquerade ball, and we're going to go, and we're going to just, you know, we're just going to get ready for you in just a few minutes, and we'll meet you on this certain place. So we did it, and guess what? We found him talking to the police on the cruise ship, and they said, why didn't you let us know you were coming so we could protect your being positive about not being Willie Nelson? But it was really a fun night, one that we'll always remember, and we enjoyed it so much. Ryan, I could go on and on telling about things we did, and I just want you to know that I wish you a happy birthday, your 80th birthday. Don't forget. Love you. Bye.
Happy birthday, Ryan Horton. You're one of my favorite people. Because of you, I have one of the best friends a girl could ask for. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Ryan Horton. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Horton. Have a great day.
Ryan, you've seen 8 decades. Well, it feels great for us to have been with you through those years, probably 60 of those years.
One of the things I remember, Ryan, is the two of us packing many, many shoeboxes into Moore Hall.
And I remember preparing a worship service with you for the Louisiana Annual Conference and attending an older adult workshop in Nashville at Scarrett Bennett, taking communion.
Taking what?
Communion in the basement of that building.
We both remember traveling with you, with both of you, on the Centenary College alumni trip way back in the 80s.
Remember this special day and enjoy it. The best is yet to come.
So they say.
Happy 80th birthday, Ryan. Spray and Fane.
Happy birthday, Papa. Thank you for being the best grandfather I could ever ask for. I've always enjoyed talking to you and doing fun activities with you, and I've learned so much from you over the years, and I really appreciate it. I really couldn't ask for anyone better. Doing Camp Silly Papa with you every summer was super fun, and it was always a highlight of my summer, and I really appreciate you doing that. I hope you have a great day today.
Happy birthday, Opie! We love you! We love you!
George, can you say happy birthday? Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Ryan. We are not as good singer as you are, so we're not going to sing happy birthday to you, but we want to wish you happy birthday.
We hope it's a good one. We're sorry we couldn't be there in person to celebrate with you.
Well, it certainly brings back many memories. Remember in 1962, I had just arrived from India, and you asked me if I knew Saroj Saroj McWan. And I said, yes, she's from my hometown. And then you told me she was married to Carlos Welch. Well, that was the beginning of our friendship. And since then, you introduced me to Terry, this guy over here.
Yeah, you and I lived in the same dorm, and you used to provide me transportation. And one day you asked me if I wanted to go get my picture taken for the yearbook. And of course, I was surprised to find another passenger in the car.
And we certainly have lovely memories coming to your wedding with Dinesh in Natchitoches, driving all the way from Dallas for the wedding. And then also memories of visiting you at different churches that you served in Louisiana. And later getting to meet Heather in Riviere. And boy, was I really touched when Heather asked me if I will read scripture at her wedding. And you were delighted when you finally decided to move to Houston. We figured that we'll see you a lot more in Houston than we did in Louisiana.
We've enjoyed staying with you in your home in Houston and visiting you in Montgomery. And we really appreciated your coming to Falmouth to help us celebrate our anniversary.
That certainly was a wonderful time when you both came. And we hope that we will see you soon sometime in Texas. Have a wonderful birthday. And we wish you again happy 80th birthday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ryan. Happy birthday to you.
Now do this.
You tell it what you want to tell it.
I hope you have many, many healthy, happy, healthy ones.
And Sweetie says
And we
so
love
too.
you. And we love you.
Happy birthday to our favorite wedding officiant. All the way from Arizona, we got a wonderful call from Revere saying that she was putting together this little birthday surprise for you. So wish we could be there in person, but hopefully this is the next best thing. We hope you have a wonderful day. Happy 80th. And hopefully we can see you this summer when we come back to Texas. So until then, we love y'all. Can't wait to see you again. Bye.
Happy birthday, Ryan.
Happy 80th birthday. Can't believe you're getting so old, old buddy.
Yeah, that makes several of us. How did we get here that fast?
But then we'll both be 75 in a week or so, so we're catching up with you. Ever since I heard from Revere, I've tried to think of a few memories. There's a lot more than a few. But the best one is you and I playing spades against Mike and Ernest. I think we could still take those boys.
Bet they could. We hope you have a great day and receive lots of love from everybody, because we sure love you.
Love you much, buddy.
Happy birthday
Happy
again.
birthday.
Bye.
Hi Ryan, it's Karen, and Benjamin decided to make an appearance now. We just wanted to say happy 80th birthday to you.
Bye.
So we hope you have a fabulous day.
Jeez.
Hi Ryan, this is Dennis Stafford, and I'm saying that because, you know, you're turning 80, and I'm not sure in a few more years if you'll remember who I am. I'm actually married to your daughter Jenny, and it has been an honor to be in this family. I want you to know that up front. But I also want you to know that this video is really about telling you happy birthday on your 80th birthday. I'm sorry I can't be there today. Obviously, you know it's family's important, and I'm looking forward to going to Oklahoma over the weekend and seeing my family and my grandchildren. As you also know, not too long ago, we went to Bend, Oregon. And while we was in Bend, Oregon, we took a little side trip one afternoon and went to Sisters, Oregon. And obviously the time was great. I always enjoy it with Ivy and Mimi. But at the end of the day, I had the opportunity to pick up a 1941 yearbook. That's how relevant that is, that this has actually got several highlights of something the year you were born. So I thought it would be good just to share a couple of points out of this book. And obviously you'll get this book, even though I'm not there. My wonderful, amazing wife will bring it to you, but there's a couple of highlights in here I want to bring out. For example, the average income in 1941, $1,777. Today, that average income is about $37,000. How about that new home? That new home you just bought, if you'd have bought it in 1941, it'd have been $4,075. Significantly different than the $270,000 average cost today. How about that new car? Because you and I love new cars. In 1941, you could have bought that car for $850, which, if you think about it, is still half as much as the house. But anyway, the new car price today is around $40,000. So, as you can see, the cost of living, as it stood, there's plenty more here that you can read and go through this weekend or at your leisure. But at the end of the day, I wanted to let you know for sure that I'm thinking about you. I hope you have an amazing birthday, and most of all, know that we love you and wish you the very best, and as always, many, many more. Be safe.
Hey Ryan, happy birthday! I am right here in Natchitoches where it all started, 309 Jefferson Street, and that's where I met my best friend Revere and loved to be part of your family and just enjoy so many great memories right here in this little house with sweet Bernie. Remember me singing with Bernie and having such great fun and just growing up with a great life. So thank y'all for being part of that, and happy birthday. Love you.
Hi Ryan, it's John and Sue wishing you a happy 80th birthday. So welcome to the club. It's not quite as good as the 70s, but it's not bad.
Ryan, we loved your preaching too. I always said that if you preached all the time at John Wesley, they'd have to bust out the walls to accommodate all the people.
And there was one time when it was such an inspiration and everyone was so enthused after hearing you that we had to sing one more verse before we left.
I think that was the same sermon where God called you, Ryan, and told you what to tell the congregation. And that always impressed us because that was such a unique way of communicating your message.
We look forward to the time when we'll be able to wish you a happy birthday in person. But until then, we'll have to do it this way. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, my sweet darling. Here you are, 80 years old. And who would believe when I married you in 1964, we both prayed you would make it to 40 years of age. You would outlive all of your uncles, and it would just be a real milestone in your family for a Horton man to make it past 40. So now look what you have done. You have not only made 40, you have doubled it. You have made 80. And I am thrilled. I'm thrilled to be here and sharing this birthday with you and with all of our family who could gather one way or another to be here and bring you these birthday wishes, as well as all of your friends. Imagine Revere and Heather getting all of this together just to surprise and honor you, who we all love dearly. And I want to take a minute or two to remind you of another really important birthday, a big surprise party we had in 1991. It was a party to celebrate the life of your youth, which had then expired when you turned 50. We had a funeral for your youth at First Methodist Church in Natchitoches, where you were associate minister as well as director of the Wesley Foundation. But we decorated the fellowship hall in black balloons, and we had a dark chocolate cake, and we had some wonderful participants who gave your service. As I recall, Louis Bernard did the sermon. Lil sang. Truthfully, I can't remember exactly what she sang, but I bet you know. and members of the congregation came and celebrated the funeral of your youth. And we had a great birthday party for you that year, which was a total surprise. I recall we made you sit in a wheelchair and we wheeled you down to the front where there was a fake casket with your youth in it. At any rate, that was a special surprise birthday party, and this one for you at 80. Now, I don't know who's going to plan the one for your 100th birthday or even maybe your 90th, but we'll just wait 10 more years and see what happens. At any rate, you know I love you dearly. I am thrilled to be here. This is a special occasion. It doesn't matter if it's only you and me. Actually, I'd rather even be making this video with you sitting right here beside me. So take care, enjoy this special day. May it firmly implant in our seemingly now failing memories so that you won't forget this day or how much everybody expresses their love for you and appreciation for what you have meant to their lives. Mwah! I love you, darling.
Happiest of birthdays to you, Ryan Horton. I'm going to spare you a song because that is your expertise and your category. This voice was not meant for singing, I can tell you. I guess we're really happy to be celebrating COVID birthdays this year and last year. So happy COVID birthday. As my daddy would say, better than the alternative. Let's keep celebrating. I know your girls will celebrate you big in the best way that they can. First of all, congratulations too on your great grandbaby daughter, grandchild Ivy. I can't imagine how much fun. Wish you guys could see her more often. But I just wanted to say, I think of you and I think of joy. You walk into a room, you light up a room, you just truly shine. I hope all of us, myself mostly, can make myself be a little bit more like Ryan Horton each and every day. You truly are just a special soul. Here are a few of your favorite things. I was thinking of you that you would like some Natchitoches, some Clementine, some more Natchitoches. You are a part of that city, like it or not. Happy birthday. Sending much love. Just keep on trucking.
Happy birthday, Papa. Yay. Yay. We love you.
Hello, Ryan. This is Ernest coming at you live from Canada. I know I may be a little late with the video, but I wanted to just tell you that I miss you. I do remember your smiling face all the time when I was going to the Wesley Foundation and going to the First United Methodist Church there in Natchitoches. Yep, so I've been in Canada now for almost 25 years. I'm doing really well. I'm COVID-free, right? Everything's good. I beefed up a little bit since the last time I saw you, but I wanted to wish you a happy birthday and all the best, okay? And if this did not get with the surprise, I still want you to see it.
Hi, Papa. Happy birthday. I just wanted to say I hope it's a great 80. I think one of my favorite memories with you was probably going and seeing Gentlemen Prefer Blondes in the movie theater and being, what, about 10 or 11, going, the people are going to hear you singing along. But it's always been so much fun spending so much time with you. A lot of peach smoothies have been had together, and I hope you have a great day today. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Ryan. I got a call from your sweet daughter, Revere, and she wanted me to be part of your birthday celebration to wish you a happy birthday. You're going to be 80 before me. God bless you. Let me know how it is. I know you're going to do just great. I was trying to go back and come up with some memories, and basically I go back to the first grade when you and I were in Miss Chaplin's class, and for some reason they would pair us together, the teachers would. And I remember being in this Easter parade as we marched around Miss Chaplin's class and we sang In Your Easter Bonnet with all the frills upon it. And I remember making a bonnet out of crepe paper. So that's my first real memory of you and I together. Then we went on to second grade with Miss Carver, who was a wonderful teacher and really introduced us to the arts and to music. And I remember she was teaching phonetics where a lot of the teachers did not. Third grade we had Miss Hickerson, who I won't say too much about her. She was kind of grim. And then we had sweet Miss Himes and then Miss Porter. So you and I went from the first to the fifth grade together, and then they sent me off to Mr. Weaver's school in East Natchitoches. And we got together back again in high school, and I remember so well we were in the band, which to me was one of the best memories I've had of Natchitoches High School, was being in the band. I loved it. I always remember you as a really happy, energetic, positive person. And in high school, we were all trying to be so cool, which we weren't, and I guess just trying to find ourselves. So I'm glad you're a part of my life from elementary and high school, and then you ended up marrying one of my dearest friends, Ginger. And that was very, very special that two special people got together, and I know you've had two wonderful daughters because of that. And the other memory that is very important to me is that you officiated my father's funeral back in 1974, and then you were kind enough to come and do Mother's funeral at First Methodist in 1999, and you and Ginger came over to the old house after. Plus, we've gone on had a couple of reunions together, and then you come by to see us in Shreveport and keep up with us periodically. So you've been a real blessing in my life. Good memories. Happy birthday, Ryan Jr. I love you.
Happy birthday to Ivy's great-grandpapa. Happy 80th birthday to Ryan. Well, a little birdie told us someone special is having a wonderful 80th birthday, and we just pray you have a special, awesome, sweet surprises throughout your day kind of birthday. And we can't wait for you guys to get up here and visit Bend, Oregon, because I always say Ivy is bringing her whole world to Bend, and we couldn't be more happier to share that time with you when you get here. But in the meantime, we wish you a happy, awesome birthday. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, Ryan. I always love coming over to y'all's place for the holidays when my stocking's not left outside. I hope you have a great day and enjoy it.
Happy, happy birthday, Mr. Reinhardt. We sure wish we could be there to celebrate with you. As the memories of so many years, 50 at least, flowed through my mind, such precious memories with our families, both wonderful and sad, the complete truth and blessing of count it all joy filled my heart. So did Dean Martin singing Thanks for the Memories. Crawfishing in Grove State for a crawfish boil, splashing together in a creek outside of Natchitoches. Stopping by with Mrs. Hewson one day and giving us tips on our wallpapering. You assured us that you could tell us and show us a faster way to put the wallpaper up. It was so fast, in fact, that when you went to check on it later, the wallpaper was coming off the sides of the wall from ceiling to floor. Hanging with Elmer's glue was the only solution that we could continue with. Above the fireplace is proof of your aiding and abetting, at least in a misdemeanor. We searched Bayou Grove State up and down for just the perfect weathered shutter for Ginger to do toll painting on. And we have Mrs. Hewson to thank for that also, because she told Ginger on that visit that Ginger needed to paint me a shutter to put over my fireplace as Ginger had one over hers. By the way, I'm sure on the Bayou trip, the preacher was only along for the ride. On our trip to Disney World, y'all had a bit of car trouble. Pete and Ginger spent the afternoon or an evening working on the car, while Ryan and I lounged around watching Heather, Revere, Trent, and Cricket swim in the pool. So many memories of shared joys and sorrows through 50 years of friendship, truly of family. The weddings and the losses. Thank you beyond words for the comfort you gave at Pete's death and funeral. Even Christine and Luke expressed peace after the service. We all love you dearly and wish you ever more health and happiness. Remembering also Philippians 1:3-4, and that it is always a prayer of joy. God bless you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Ryan. This is Jackie and John to wish you a happy birthday, and I hope you have the best day ever. We look forward to getting together with you and Ginger and celebrating soon. Maybe we could go to lunch one day, but just wanted to wish you, reach out and say happy birthday and hope you have a good one.
Hey Ryan, happy birthday. Hope you celebrate like 1965 in New Orleans. We've been friends for a long time, going to be friends for many more years. So have a great day. We love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ryan. Happy birthday to you. And at least one score more, that'll get you to 100. This is from my 80th drive-by party. And so were all of these, 70 that were made and given out to everybody that came. What do I remember about you? Well, besides hanging the bells under the bed, I had to get into the place, so I bought you all milk and eggs and a plant and some bread, and the manager let me into the apartment. And then I didn't know there was a Murphy bed, so I had to let that down and make it. First I hung the bells on, of course, so that you all wouldn't be surprised and discover the bells while you were getting the bed down. So that, I mean, it took me a long time to get all that ready, but it was successful. I remember the day before y'all got married, Ginger was furious with you because you'd gone off with a bunch of guys to do something in a barn, and a bee stung you right on the forehead. So you still have that bee sting your wedding day. I remember when you were at Perkins, one summer you were taking care of the home of a very wealthy family that lived off of Lover's Lane right on Turtle Creek, and you had a party there one summer night, and all of us came, including Olive and me, and frolicked in the backyard. We didn't go into the house, weren't supposed to, and we didn't, but that was fun. When Ginger was pregnant with Heather, I came down there to visit you all, and we went to Hodges Gardens and stuff. And when we got dressed on Sunday morning to go to church, I think afterwards, Ginger bared her stomach, and you drew a picture on it, and y'all had big hats and stuff and put it on, and so there's a picture like Ginger was a cartoon or something, or in the movies of when she was pregnant with Heather, and that was darling. You know, you're always creative, and you still are, I'm sure. So at any rate, have a wonderful birthday, and wish I could be there. And this painting behind me was painted by my great-grandfather, and I'll tell y'all about that I'll send you an email about it or something, but it was ours growing up. I didn't even know my great-grandfather painted it until I was grown. And the reason it was ours was because my father, when he was 3, started painting on the middle of it, and so my great-grandfather had to change what he was doing to mask my father's yellow paint that he put all over it. So happy birthday, happy 80th. I'm in the club 4 months before you are, so it's fine being here, so enjoy it. Happy birthday, and hope to see y'all soon. Bye.
Happy birthday, Ryan.
Happy birthday, Ryan. We're sorry that y'all can't gather like y'all did when you came for James's 80th birthday. But we wanted to tell you that we've been friends for over 60 years. Can you believe that? You came to Centenary. You were in my class. We did freshman follies. We got to know each other. But then when you went off to SMU and came back with your bride, Ginger, to be the associate pastor at Knoll, we really got to be close friends, and our girls were close friends, and we've done lots of things together. Particularly, we remember the 2 Mardi Gras that we came down to join y'all when you were at Belle Chase, and we did Mardi Gras really well.
We have visited you and Ginger, and I think in every parsonage that y'all have been in since in the ministry, and plus the time you were in Natchitoches running a business. So
and in Houston.
And in Houston.
Yeah.
We've been very close, and being in the Centenary Choir together, that was our first chance to get together. But
and then we traveled to Europe when y'all got to go, when Cheesy was with us, and we had a really good experience in all those, I think it was 2 weeks in Europe, singing and traveling around. So we've had many experiences together, wonderful memories, and we are so thrilled that you're here to celebrate your 80th, and we can send this message to you. The very best.
It's been a fun time. Keep up the good work. Take care. Love you.
Happy birthday, Papa. I hope that today is such a wonderful day for you. You are so special to me, and I hope you feel so loved and so celebrated today. I was thinking of what, the first few things that I think of when I think about your impact on my life. And one of the first things that I think about is how memorable you've made events. I can't think of Thanksgiving any other way than hunting for turkeys and playing games and dressing up like pilgrims. You have made things so fun and always just had a sense of wonder to them. Things that I'm so excited to bring into our lives and our family as Ivy grows up. You have shown me how to truly make things feel so fun, and you've always gone above and beyond, whether it's at holidays or a happy last day to be 5 cake. You have always made me feel so special and so celebrated, and I'm so thankful for that. You also create such a sense of fun and good jokes wherever you go. I can't tell you how many times I know I've said, I'm hungry, to which you promptly responded, nice to meet you, hungry. I'm Papa. I'm just love that sense of humor and love the stories that you tell. Those are some of my fondest memories too, is getting to hear you tell a story and putting on all of the fun voices. You've always made me laugh, and you're just truly so fun to be around. And really the third big thing that I think of when I think about you is how you've always been there for me. Whether it's a track meet or officiating our wedding, you have always been there, and that has just made such a big impact on me. Having you there through so many seasons of my life, you were truly one of the biggest impacts on my life, and I am so thankful for you. So I hope you feel so loved and so celebrated today, because you are. We wish we could be there with you, but we are sending all of our love. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Ryan. It's hard to believe. You're 80 years old today? Oh my goodness. Oh, but when I think about it, after 79 comes 80. So I guess it's natural. You've given us a lot of memories through the years, and one we still laugh about. When we were on that Millennium Cruise and we were walking up
to look at some beautiful parrots and a big old outdoor cage. And I made the mistake of telling you how, as a baby, an infant, I was saved by a parrot. And to this day, I can hear you saying, saved by a parrot and you hadn't stopped talking yet.
And that is so true. Oh, you're not supposed to hit me. Yes, and I was thinking about when we had the first Methodist pastor, Hanson.
Of Houston.
Of Houston. Hanson, I think was his name. And Lord, we'd been on the waiting list for him, and it finally come our turn, and he was coming, and you were trying to find a place to put him, and we talked about the camp, and we said, oh yeah, we can do it, but I don't know if that's the right place, but we can do it. And so we set up to do that, and you and I drove out there. And the night we drove, it was storming, I mean, raining, cats and dogs, and this is a muddy, bad 5-mile road out there. But we got there, no problems. And then we pulled in, and then you walked into camp, and boy, you started looking around. I said, Ryan, what are you looking for? Oh, Max, I just knew you had a surprise party out here for me waiting. I said, Ryan, get real. We don't have time for that foolishness. You never stop looking for a surprise of some kind. You're a great guy. And then the other time was at the camp, and I think we had the youth out there, and we were pulling them skiing and everything.
Right.
And so we decided, you decided you wanted to go out there too. And we had an inner tube that we put the guy on and bounced him around. And that day I had managed to throw every one of them off. And so we pulled you, and I told you, I'm going to take it easy on you, Ryan. I'm going to just take it easy, won't throw you around. And I did. I just pulled you around, just little bumps, and it got back, and you started, I killed the engine, and you started getting off the tube, and you laughed, and you couldn't throw me, huh? I said, Ryan, get back on that tube. Man, I cranked that engine up, and I went out there, and I gave you a whirl, and you went through the air like all elbows and knees. I mean, it was all bam, you hit the water. The next day I went by the church, and you had your arm in a sling. I said, what's wrong? Oh, no, nothing. Well, you had hurt your arm that day.
He had his arm in a sling? I don't remember that.
He had his arm in a sling there, but you didn't sue me or anything, and I appreciate that. Wow, so anyway, we've had some wonderful, wonderful times with you, and seeing you grow up in age and everything. So it's been great.
There, you have a lot to be thankful for. Max didn't kill you.
That's right. I think I came close that day.
Love you.
Love you. Have a great day.
Happy birthday, Papa. I'm sorry that I couldn't be there on your actual birthday, but I'm so excited to see you the next week. And when I think about you, I think about you taking Sarah and I to the $1.50 movie theater and then getting a hot fudge sundae afterwards. And I just think about all the afternoons I have spent at your house after school, and I'm so happy to have had you in my life, and I hope you have the best day.
Happy birthday, Ryan.
I hear it's a big birthday this year, according to Revere. I wish we could be there to celebrate with you. I know if it wasn't COVID, you'd be having a big old grand party for this birthday.
And who would have ever thought we'd have moved to Texas? But we're here.
We were hoping to be able to see you a little more since we got in Texas, but COVID has changed all those plans. We loved our time having you as our pastor in Minden, and but what was even better was having you as our neighbors in Minden and our great friends.
Yes, very much. We hope to be able to come see you someday. We have something we want to show you.
This is what is occupying a lot of our times these days. So we're gonna get in this one day and head on down your way to Texas and give you a visit when y'all are ready to see people.
Bye-bye. We hope you have a great birthday.
Happy birthday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Love y'all.
Ron and Ginger, my dear friends, I'm happy to be able to send greetings, birthday greetings to Ryan. Man, you have beat me to the 80-year mark a few months before. I'll be there soon enough, and glad we made it this far. Revere asked me to say some things about memories that I've got about our time together as best friends for me in high school and afterward. I remember some band and debate trips that we made together. I remember one time we went to Memphis and ran around downtown Memphis on our own without guards or chaperones. And I remember having a good time doing it. That, of course, was in the old days. I remember going to see you when you guys were living in somewhere around New Orleans. I think it was Belle Chase. And we had little babies then, and we put them to sleep in one room, and I think we were playing cards in another room. And we heard this noise, and we looked down, and Bob, our oldest boy, was crawling along the floor, coming in there to see what we were doing, I guess. But that was kind of fun. I was in Natchitoches 2 years ago and went to see my cousin Martha K. Sandlin. She's the only relative or friend that I know that's still in Natchitoches. Anyway, Martha K. told me how kind and helpful you were to her when her husband, Dr. Smiley, died and was buried in Mendon, his hometown. So listen, if you're ever planning a trip to Natchitoches, let me know. Emily and I would do whatever we could to get down there and maybe have our own mini reunion with you, because I really, really would like to see you guys again. You were my best friend in high school, and I will never forget. I know we've lost touch, but I think of you often. So happy birthday, friend, and let's try to keep in touch. Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, Papa. Hope you have a great 80th birthday. Speaking of 80, something came across to my memory of a good time I can think back of. And that time, let's see, I got to do the math here. I think it was 75 at the time, actually. 76. Make it 76. When you facilitated Rachel and I's wedding, I can think of a very funny moment as I'm holding Rachel's hand there, and the thunderstorms are starting to roll in, and you're giving your spiel about how Rachel and I, got together and whatnot, and how it was kind of meant to be. And all I see in Rachel's eyes is like, come on, let's go, like, hurry up, like it's about to rain, it's about to thunderstorm. And obviously, as memory would have it, you kind of closed the books. You said you may kiss the bride. Of course, I remember that. And Rachel and I went on our way, and it started raining immediately after. So you didn't spare one word. And that's the best thing about you, Papa. You bring a lot of life to people. You bring happiness and joy, because you don't spare any words. You bring all the thought, the character, all of that. And so I just want to let you know I am so thankful for you in the 80 years that you've got to exist on this planet. And I'm looking forward to, I would say another 80, but I don't know if that's realistic. So maybe at least another 20. Appreciate you a bunch. We'll see you up in Bend in July. Thanks. Bye.
I'll begin in 1964 when Ginger and Ryan came to Baylor University Hospital in Dallas, Texas. We were surprised and delighted, and they came to visit when Les Jr. was born. They brought a delightful little outfit complete with bow tie. In 1974, we, as adults and married families, we both lived in Natchitoches. We had been in Natchitoches first, and they moved back here in 1974. And that's when we did a lot of our activities at that time. Ryan was on honorable connection with the Methodist Church, and he had some rural churches in the parish. And he also was working at Wesley Foundation, and he had a delightful children's store downtown on Front Street called Buttons and Bows, and he had that for about 6 years.
And during this time, of course, they were active with the 50-50 Sunday school class and often came to all of our parties. And those parties, they led the singing, played the piano, just two great, talented musicians. And occasionally we could get them at Christmas time to do their famous "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," where Ryan sat in a chair, Ginger sat in his lap and put her arms behind him, and Ryan's hands became Ginger's hands. And you can imagine the things that happened.
Ryan was a much-loved minister of our church. He loved all the people. He loved to know everything that was happening in their life, and he remembered it all and would follow up. And he was also a wonderful minister. His sermons were excellent, and they were very easy to listen to. He was honored with a 50th birthday party at the church. It was a mock funeral, and he came down the aisle in a wheelchair. I think Lou Bernard was master of ceremonies. I think Nettles and I were out of town and we missed that, but it sounds like it was a delightful thing to remember. We were very, very sad, our church was, when Ginger and Ryan moved to Leesville, and very happy for Leesville because I'm sure they were, and I know that they were so thrilled to have them as their pastor.
And in the 1970s and 80s, we formed a supper club with 5 families: the Hortons, the Winns, the John Taylors, Walt and Lil Taylor, and the Browns. Had a great time at supper club, eating once a month, but we always enjoyed the banter that went between John Taylor and Ryan, talking about the songs that they had to sing or the things that they had to do at weddings or funerals. I remember one funeral, Ryan was asked to sing a lady's favorite song, Jingle Bells. He questioned that, and they assured him that Jingle Bells was her favorite song, so he sang it at her funeral. Later to find out from one of the family members that When They Ring Those Golden Bells was her favorite song. Additionally, he told about a bride who wanted a special song sang at her wedding. I'd rather have Jesus. Additionally, we did other things, and later John and Martha Taylor left, and we brought in Diane and Tim Temple to take their place. We were trying to raise money for the Symphony Society, so we actually sold a dinner for 10 at an auction that the Reggie and Margaret Wheat bought. We prepared the meal, went to their house. Diane played the piano, Ryan and Lil sang for the entertainment, Bob Wynn and Tim and Walt parked the cars, Glenelle and Martha served the tables, Ginger was a bathroom attendant dressed appropriate with her little apron and cap, and I was a maitre d'. Ryan was extremely active in the area of Natchitoches. He was president of the Kiwanis Club of Natchitoches in 87 and 88. And in 1988, he actually led 5 families to go to the International Convention in Washington, D.C. The Hortons, the Winns, the Post, the Browns, and the Hildebrands. And at that convention, a memorable thing happened. We voted to allow women into Kiwanis.
Yay.
And greatest thing we've done. But that July the 4th, we were at the National Park there, and on the Capitol grounds, we borrowed some towels from the hotel to sit on and watch the fireworks at the Capitol building.
That was great. Ryan was in so many activities in Natchitoches. He was president of many organizations, including Kiwanis, of course, but the JCs, the Natchitoches Northwestern Symphony Society. He was on the Chamber of Commerce Board. And then Ginger and Ryan were chairman of the Christmas Festival in Natchitoches, which is one of our very biggest events, and many, many other things. He was in the theater. I know he did Fiddler on the Roof at Northwestern. I think he played Trevi, and many other productions that he was in. And a special moment for Nettles and me. Nettles was elected governor-elect for our Kiwanis district, which is Louisiana, Mississippi, and West Tennessee. And this convention was in Jackson, Tennessee, so it was a long road home after that convention. But when we got to our driveway, across the end of the driveway, a big sheet, 2 poles in the yard, and it said, "Congratulations to Nettles." And they've been dear, dear friends, and such close friends. We love you dearly.
We do, and we want to say happy birthday to Ryan.
Love you.
Love you.
Good morning, Ryan, and happy birthday. I wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I'm at the Austin High track this morning waiting for the Austin Speedsters to come for our morning practice. As you can see, we have a beautiful Austin skyline in the background. Thought this would be a great setting to wish you a happy birthday. What a great milestone, 80 years old, and you must feel a great sense of accomplishment in your life with all the successes in your career and all the many thousands of people that you've helped and who look up to you. And being the patriarch of this wonderful family, giving birth to those wonderful daughters and all the grandchildren and grandchild that you have, it must feel very wonderful. Happy birthday, and look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.
Grace to you and peace in the name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Happy, honey. Happiest of birthdays to you. Happy 80th birthday. How great it is to be in with the family and friends celebrating this monumental birthday with you. It's so good to be a part of your family and to be a part of your friendship circle. I can't tell you how much you mean to me in a short video, but you mean the world to me, Ryan, and I've always appreciated you and the many ways in which you made me a better person and a better pastor, a better preacher, and a better friend to all. I'm so thankful for our time at Henning where we walked alongside in ministry. You tried to teach me so much, your leadership skills, your ability to mediate situations. Believe it or not, some of that may have actually rubbed off. I'm not sure, but I think some of it may have rubbed off on me. And your care, the pastoral care that you had for all of our congregation, our family, and our friends. So I give thanks to God for you, for being in my life. I was thinking about some stories. There are hundreds of stories that I've thought about over the past week or so, but I love this story. This story is about when you and I went and did a funeral one Saturday morning. It was a cold, wet Saturday morning. We had a graveside service, and so we were dressed from head to toe in black and in heavy outer garments. We had on black turtlenecks and jackets and pants and gloves and outer coats. And we decided we would stop in and see how things were going at West Calcam Hospital, visit a church friend there. So one of our members had just left the ICU after he had been critically ill for a number of days. He had just transitioned into a private room, so we knocked on the door and they bid us come in. And he took one look at us and then he looked at his wife and he said, "Linda, I thought you said I was doing better. It's the angels of death." And we laughed about that, all of us. And he kept reminding me of that for many years to come. I also remember at the hospital how you would always take the stairs, always be seeking to keep your health and in good state. And you would take the stairs down the 3 stories or 2 stories we would walk to get back to the car. But before you got in the stairwell and before I got on the elevator, you would take a puff of that antiseptic, antibacterial soap out of the machine. You'd hold it in your hand as you went down all those stairs until you left the hospital, and then you'd rub your hands together to sanitize them once you got out the hospital. Boy, I bet you have sanitized a lot in 2020, and I give thanks to God for keeping you and Ginger and the family well during this terrible COVID-19 crisis. We're all well on this side, so don't worry about us. Keep enjoying your day, keep enjoying your friends and family, and keep that beautiful Ryan Horton smile, that beautiful disposition and temperament all the days of your life. I'm so richly blessed to call you my friend and my brother, my companion in ministry. Thank you, Ryan. God bless and happy, happy, happy birthday.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
It's Larry.
And Linda.
Yeah, Burton, obviously. And we're so happy to be able to send you a video and wish you a happy 80th birthday. Obviously, we're sorry we can't be there to see you personally in these COVID times, but probably not best. And we do have very fond memories of being able to see you on our last trip to Houston, visit with you in your new home, your beautiful new home, and go to dinner with you.
We were so happy when Revere called and asked us to be a part of your virtual happy birthday video. And we're just tickled to death to be able to do this. Even though this is not what we normally do, we're not either one very techy. So I hope it comes through. But there were so many good times that we had with you all, and the PEO socials and dinner club and Sunday school and everything. And I just enjoy so much all of those things and the times that we shared together. But Ryan, one of the things that I wanted to let you know was that I remember how you told me every February 14th I was to cut my rose bushes back. And I have done that ever since you told me that. On February 14th or 15th, I get out and cut the rose bushes back, and they're beautiful. And you also told me about watering your ferns and how you have that mixture, and I mix it all up. Now, I can't say that mine turned out quite as gorgeous as yours, but they lasted through the winter in my greenhouse, so we're in good shape.
And Ryan, of course, as Linda mentions, we have such fond memories of attending John Wesley and getting to know you and Ginger and our wonderful Sunday school class. And of course, one of my recollections in teaching Sunday school was your always willingness to add to the Sunday school class with your wonderful background in the Bible. And so I so much appreciate both you and Ginger's comments during my Sunday school class to help me get through those lessons. And as Linda mentioned, we love the social part of the class, getting into members' homes, being able to celebrate with them, both the good things as well as the needs that happen in our lives. And of course, thirdly, Ryan, we loved the preaching services, especially when they ask you to preach.
Amen.
Which wasn't often enough.
Correct.
But we're just so thankful to have had the opportunity to have known you in Houston. And we just want to both wish you a wonderful,
very happy, wonderful 80th birthday. We love you both.
Congratulations. Bye.
Happy birthday, Ryan. We want to wish you a very happy birthday and thank you for sharing your spirit-filled life with us. Many blessings to you and Ginger and Heather and Revere and extended family. We love you, and although we haven't seen you in many years, you're still in our hearts. So we're going to sing a song for you. Ready? 10 unclean and nowhere to go, 10 men cleansed as clean as snow, one returned to give God thanks, but none went away. Hope you're having a wonderful celebration.
Happy birthday, Ron. My goodness, I can't believe you're 80, or will be 80. I'm 10 years older than you are, if you remember. So it's really hard for me. I didn't think I'd ever live to be 90. But 80, from 80 to 90 goes fast, Ron. I hate to tell you. I would love to see you all and see your kids, and it would be wonderful. But we're so far apart now. Well, you have a great birthday.
Happy 80th birthday, Daddy. I love you so much, and I am so glad that you were born, and I'm glad that I was born as your daughter. I think that has been one of the most amazing blessings of my life. I remember a time when you were giving a sermon, and I remember it vividly. It was at the church in Natchitoches, and you were talking about how much God loves us, and you were comparing it to the love that a parent has for a child. And you went specific and talked about your love for your children, and that how you loved your children more than you loved your own life. And of course, I already knew that. I already knew that you loved me that much. But to hear you say it in front of the church and our community was so special, and something that I knew most people would never experience. But I did, and Revere did. And we love you, and I love you very much. And I am so happy to be able to celebrate your birthday with you through this video and also in person, as we were unable to do last year in the pandemic. But I can't wait to wish you a happy birthday in person, give you a big hug, tell you how much I love you, and tell you here how much I love you, because I do so very much. Happy birthday, Daddy.